watching the I Am Athlete podcast. With like Brandon Marshall, Deshaun Jackson was on this episode. It's real funny too because it had both the Charlos, Jermell and Jermell.
Right.
And then it took maybe about 30 minutes into the interview. I think the whole thing's like an hour. Maybe about 30 minutes in that Jermell just realized like that the co-host was Deshaun Jackson.
He started describing
get over it.
He played for the NFL. He's like, yeah. He said, what position you play? He started breaking it down, and he realized, oh, Deshaun Jackson. That was hilarious. That was. Well, I get it. Sometimes you just don't know.
And they play with helmets a lot.
They play with helmets, so it's not like visually you can really tell who's who at times, especially with the sport.
Yeah, you know? I think it shows he's maybe a football casual, but that's neither here nor there. But so I was watching it, and Jermell said something interesting. He said that he believes that if he'd have got the opportunity to fight Floyd Mayweather at 154, that he would have potentially knocked Floyd Mayweather out.
What?
Said he wouldn't have got his credit because everybody would have just said it was just a lucky punch that he landed on Floyd. But he said that he would have beat Floyd Mayweather. So I kind of want to get your opinion on what you think on that.
I'm pretty sure my opinion lines up with yours. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Right. You think you're going to go in and knock Floyd out. How many opponents have said that?
Yeah.
I think Jermell now is not the fighter he was back then.
Right.
So you're taking a lesser version of Jermell, talking about he's going to beat an all-time great who still was making opponents look like fodder. So I don't know. I think Jermell is definitely reaching. I think it's just shit. But so I don't think he was going to knock Floyd out. You know, you may give him a good match, if anything. But you need to worry about even getting a win. You might not even win that fight.
So. Yeah. So question. I remember, and we'll have to go back and check. We could check right now if you want to as well. Floyd and Canelo fought at a catchweight, right? Like 152 or something like that.
I would definitely have to check that.
Okay, because I want to know how much fights Floyd did have at 154. Because there was some back and forth at the time where they was like, "Oh, Floyd never really fought at 154."
Right. He fought. The bout took place at 152 pounds.
Mm-hmm. So does Floyd have any, like when he fought Cotto, was that welterweight as well?
When he fought Cotto, I think it was at 154.
That's what I'm saying. I could be wrong. I just feel like Floyd had a couple bouts at 154. But anyway, there was just something they were talking about in the podcast, and I was just thinking like, okay, I think you make an excellent point. I didn't think about it that way. At the time Jermell was talking about, no, I don't think so. So that leads me to ask this though. At that time, I think we kind of agree, no, you wouldn't have beat Floyd. But let's say Floyd, and it's hard, right? Because Floyd has so many stages and different things you could consider his peak. But let's say the best Floyd looked at 154, or, you know, do you think that Floyd versus this version of Jermell, do you think Jermell beats that Floyd? And I guess, you know, it's hard. We have to pinpoint what is the best version of Floyd at 154. Do you think it's maybe that Cotto Floyd? Did he fight? What weight class did he fight Maidana at?
I think he fought Maidana at 147.
Okay, so do you think this Jermell beat Floyd?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Even though Cotto gave Floyd a good fight, and we talked about this, Floyd fought Cotto's fight. He tried to go back to the pretty boy style and try to stand and fight him and bang him at a certain point. Yeah. Cotto made him pay by bloodying his nose, and he still won that fight. I just don't think skill-wise, Jermell have enough. He always has a puncher's chance, right?
Yeah.
But the skill level of Floyd and the IQ of Floyd and the timing of Floyd, I don't think he's going to be able to really like stop Floyd, let alone win the fight.
Yeah, and Floyd is too intelligent. He's going to understand what kind of puncher Jermell is. And he's not going to stand there and just say, all right, let's do some trading. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's going to be a long night of boom, just movement. Boom, you know, straight right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to go. You know, Floyd, I know he gets some flack here and there, but he's Floyd for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He's highly regarded for a reason. And I don't think so. Of course, like you said, puncher's chance. But if he knocked Floyd out, it might have really just been a lucky hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if he landed that Shane Mosley hit, maybe Floyd might have went.
Floyd might have, he might have like, oh shit. Like he has the puncher's chance, but just Floyd's defensive IQ and style, that Philly shell you'd have to crack. And Jermell doesn't have that rugged style like Ortiz or even Maidana to really make it a tough fight for him, you know. So I don't know. I think he might still be living in the past because he really wanted that fight. It was like what, number 3 in the rankings to get that fight, and he never got it. And he even mentioned that his brother had to talk him out of it, like, yo, leave that old man alone. Go on with your career, you know. So
Nah, so I think kind of in agreement, but leaning Floyd. But I definitely want to hear what you guys got to say in the comments. Do you think there was ever a time where Jermell could beat Floyd? You know what I'm saying? Nothing off the wall like 154 Jermell versus 135 Floyd. Not nothing like that. I mean, like when they're in the, you know, the same realm or vicinity. Or do you think guys are just, you know, just talking themselves up? You know, everyone's confident in themselves. So definitely let us know what you think about Jermell Charlos saying he think he could, he had the chance to beat Floyd Mayweather, not only beat him, but knock him out. So definitely comment on that one for us.